The biggest game changer, how you prompt. You're prompting cursor over 100 times a day, but typing.
What is the most fantastic form of revenge? Success. Success is the ultimate final victory in all things. Don't you want revenge on the people who didn't believe in you? Don't you want revenge on everybody who abandoned you? People who thought you were worth nothing and worthless? Don't you want them to finally feel the sting of regret? Don't you want them to come across your Instagram profile after a few short years, see the life you're living and the man you've become, and to hate themselves? Don't you want your exes begging? Nothing makes me happier than the girls I haven't seen in years popping up again begging for another shot. There's nothing more beautiful than them messaging you, been a while. It certainly has. That's winning. And you can win one way. Success is the only possible route to revenge. And if you go through life without taking revenge on those who wronged you, you're a perpetual perma-victim. You know what's so great about success, gentlemen, and I want you to keep this in mind. Success is the cure-all revenge to everything. You know that ex who really upset you, who broke your heart? She has a new man now and she seems happy. She wouldn't be happy if you got a lot richer. If you got a bunch richer after you broke up and in better shape and famous, if she saw you and goes, wow, he didn't have a six-pack and arms like that when I was with him. He didn't drive a car like that when I was with him. Look at him now. I really wish I didn't leave him and go with this other guy. I wish I stayed with him. Before you know it, she'd hate her current husband and want you back. Success is the best revenge. It's the best revenge on your boss who used to boss you around. It's the best revenge on all those women who don't reply to you anymore. It's the revenge on everyone. It's the cure-all, the silver bullet. The only thing you have to focus on is winning. If you win everything. You don't have to play all these little games. You don't have to try and get your ex back or upset her or be petty or send her stupid messages. You need to get rich. Then all of the work is done. I automatically win in every scenario because of how successful I am. If I break up with a woman, I win. I win because she will never get another me. Well, let me give you all a life hack. This is a life hack. If you go first, you have an advantage. The entire game of life is basically just finding a way to go first. If you go first, you win. You don't have to overcomplicate it. You don't have to overthink it. If you got a property all those years ago, you won. If you got into the stock market all those years ago, you won. If you're the first person to go up to a girl in a bar, you stand a better chance. Because if you're the 10th guy, she's a bit tired, a bit annoyed, doesn't want to keep getting pestered when she's trying to talk to her friends, and 9 men have already tried. Who says she hasn't already given her number out 3 times? She doesn't need to give it out a 4th time. You gotta go first. If you get in a street fight, if you hit him first, your chance of winning is monumentally higher than if he hits you first. You gotta swing first. He's in your face. The fight is inevitable. If you swing first, you get to wobble him. You get 1 free shot. If you let him hit you first, you either have to absorb his shot, block his shot, dodge his shot before you get a chance to even counter. The fight might be over from the first shot. Going first is a monumental advantage in nearly all things. So when you're sitting at home thinking, how do I win? And it doesn't matter in what it is. Doesn't matter if you're trying to outrun somebody in a 100-meter sprint. Doesn't matter if you're trying to make money. Doesn't matter if you're trying to become famous. You gotta be the first one to do it. Go first, you win. So you should be in a permanent state of anxiety, feeling the stress of trying to find the opportunity to go before everybody else. And the common man doesn't do this. The common average man wants to wait for everybody else to go first to make sure it's safe. Let me see what everyone else does. When everyone else went first, they were scared. But now everybody does it, they want to get in. Well, guess what? A lot of the monumental returns, the possibility to be monumentally wealthy off of a meager investment is now gone. Risk and reward are linked. Risk and reward, it's how it goes. Yin and yang, light and dark, up and down. You cannot avoid these things. So you must be permanently pushing to move first, to take action, to do something right away. If you're the first one to do it, you see huge rewards. This is a universal law. It's built into the laws of physics, into the cosmos. The way the simulation has been coded when it was written by God himself. A boost for anybody who acts with immediate. But it seems a lot of you don't quite understand this yet. And I think upon reflection, which I do quite often, the reason you don't believe is because you believe somehow, somewhere, something is out there coming to save you, to make it clear to you that nobody is going to save you. I'm not going to save you. Your family's not going to save you. Luck isn't going to save you. Nothing is going to save you. You're in a barren sea. You're in the middle of the Pacific. There's no ships around. You can swim or you can drown. Now it's a long swim. It's true. But you better get started, because you can't just float there waiting for some miracle. We've talked about rain dancing and how if you act, if you take action, the universe seems to bend. The code of the simulation seems to change, and then you get lucky. If you begin to swim, perhaps you'll see a boat. But if you stay there, you won't. Why? Because God does not reward quitters, and he doesn't reward the slow. You know, as counterintuitive as this may sound, God does not reward the thinkers. He rewards the action takers. It's the bell curve. The people who instantly take action without thinking do pretty good. A lot of stupid people get very rich by instantly taking action without thinking. Then you have the very smart people who take action and then think about the action they took. They think post-action. I'm going to take an action because I have to be first. Now let me think about what I've done. I've done something. So now let me think about how to make the most of the action I have taken. The people in the middle who are thinking about action only lose because they are, and they do that because they believe something is coming to save them. Are you rich? No. Do you still struggle to pay your bills? Yes. What has changed? Nothing. So why weren't you taking action back in November or December of last year? It's because you believed was coming to save you. Nobody's coming to save you. I said winning time is going to be fantastic for the winners. It's going to be terrible for the losers. It is now a meritocracy. No more easy mode, no more games, no more sympathy. Everyone's going to be celebrating the winners winning more than ever before. I like that because I'm a winner. You have to make a decision if you're a winner or a loser, because if you're a loser, you're going to hate the next 4 years and moan that you have no money and that it's too hard to go to work and that you have no motivation and you're tired. Guess what?
You're going to lose.
You're going to hate the next 4 years. These next 4 years are for winners who want to win. Losers are going to suffer more than they ever did, because you know what? The garbage is over. Losers are going to suffer more than they've ever suffered, and winners are going to win more than they've ever won. And if you're a winner, you should be excited. If you're a loser, you better change teams quick, because there's no more sympathy for anybody. As a professional, what action have you taken to ensure that your life is fixed? What action have you taken? You as an individual, what have you done? If you delay, if you do not act, if you sit still, you will feel the bitter pain of regret. And you know what? Let me tell you something from the heart. The best way I can get that revenge is success, because success is the best revenge. And the revenge is coming. For the same reason you need to be successful for everyone who didn't believe in you. And one way or another, I'm going to win. Gentlemen, you've wasted this year. You've achieved next to nothing, and it's about time that changed. For the first time in your life, be first. Take action, and perhaps you stand a chance of winning. Do you understand there is a new level of life to unlock? Do you understand that everybody who has ever wronged you is currently laughing at you? If you don't feel like going to the gym, you don't feel like making money, let me say this to you. Everybody who ever wronged you is currently laughing at you because you are not more successful than them. They were right. Everybody is laughing at you. Behind your back, you're a man. Have some dignity. Have some honor. Stand up. Everyone is making fun of you. And the only possible revenge is success. It should be all you think about. It should be all you do. It doesn't matter who the president is. Nobody's coming. No one's going to save you. You need to do it yourself. Just you, by yourself. Get up and do it. Otherwise, they're going to be right. You're going to lose your youth. You're going to lose your energy. You're going to lose your chi. You're going to become an old man. You're going to sink into a chair. And you would have lived your entire life as a joke. And if that doesn't motivate you to try, if that will not motivate you to do something simple like press buttons on a keyboard which will affect the money in your bank, then you are born to lose. If you're not out here becoming successful to get revenge on the people who didn't believe on you, you're a perma victim who is nothing but a prey for predators. Are you going to live 70 long years with nobody who ever wrongs you regretting that decision? You're going to be 70 years old and everybody who ever treated you badly is going to be glad they did, because they're going to think of you as a scumbag. They're going to think, I'm glad I don't talk to him anymore. I'm glad I left that guy. I'm glad I never believed in him. And they're going to be right. And you don't have motivation to go try, so they feel some regret. You want to just be the laughing stock of everybody who's ever interacted with you ever, and you lack motivation somehow? You don't have a six-pack, big arms, a bunch of money, a Lambo. You have none of those things, and all the people who ever said you were a loser were right? Imagine that. That's how you're going to live your life as a man? It is go time. It always has been. It always will be. It's perpetual. It's never ending.
Absolutely everything that happens in your life, whether it's good or bad, is completely your fault. Not enough people take responsibility for their lives completely. So if you're watching this, I want you to very seriously do this. This is a serious exercise. Take responsibility for your life. I want you to get a pen and a paper and write down everything good in your life, everything you're grateful for and thankful for, and everything bad that's happening to you in your life. Perhaps you have a job you don't get paid enough. Perhaps somebody at your job doesn't like you and is being horrible to you and is preventing you from getting a promotion. Perhaps your girlfriend doesn't listen to you. You have a bad relationship. Everything in your life is completely your fault. Please understand, as a man, the key to being successful is building a formidable mindset that makes you ultra and hyper competitive in a very competitive environment. Now, competence and the ability to perceive the world as it really is, perspicacious and understanding the truth of the universe, is certainly a key element in terms of becoming a feared opponent and understanding the world and being competitive. However, there are certain scenarios, there are certain times in which you don't have to be concerned with being right or wrong. You must be concerned only with being as competitive as possible. This is the idea I try and teach people inside the Matrix when I say I do not believe depression is real, and they try and convince me it's real. I don't care what science you come up with convincing me it's real, because if I believe in depression, I am more likely to become depressed. If I don't believe in it, it cannot affect me. I cannot become depressed if I do not believe in depression. So by extension, my mind is more competitive. I'm a more feared opponent. I'm more dangerous if I don't believe in depression. That's why I've created my mindset to be as competitive as possible. You must understand that competitiveness as a whole is the baseline for masculine experience. Every dollar you want is wanted by other men. Every female you want is wanted by other men. You are competing against other men your entire life. Even when you walk into a room, instantly you are measured and sized up and down, and you are competing. So for this reason, you must understand that you must build a mind that allows you to compete day after day at the highest possible echelons and be successful. Build a competitive mind. Now, to do that, you must self-analyze. Everything in your life is your fault. By accepting everything in your life is your fault, it makes you more competitive. If you believe that things just happen to you or that bad luck just comes and you can't affect it, you're not as competitive as someone like me who believes that everything is my fault. If it rains tomorrow, I am responsible for the rain. Do you understand? You may think I'm crazy, but I'm not, because I could have looked at the weather forecast and flown to another country to avoid the rain. There is always something I could have done. I could have packed an umbrella. I could have
Okay, so here I'm not sure about this trade because there is the reason. Because when I saw the euro is likely bullish, but this is giving me a bearish setup. But I don't know why. I do the whole analysis. Let me show you. Maybe this is going to be good, but look at this. Price just take this stops from here first, and price comes down, and we're in a bearish retracement. And here what we can see, we have first of all this daily fair value gap. What the first look at this. We have this candle low and this candle high. We have sell side imbalance, right? And then we're gonna direct to the 60 1 hour time frame. And what we have here, look at this range. Maybe price have to go in the premium, maybe, but I don't think so. Maybe we have this sell side imbalance, but I don't think so that the price is going to go. But maybe price can, okay, price can do that. But for today, can you see that this fair value gap? By the way, this is the yes, first of all, this is the hourly time frame fair value gap, plus intimidating with this bearish shoulder block. Can you see that this blue line? Yeah, this line I would take this as with this one. No, no good color. Oh, this one. Maybe what color you have to choose? Which have to be prominent? Yellow. Well, okay, yellow. Yellow line is the bearish shoulder block right here, and price clicks that and comes down. And now it's time to move on the lower time frame. I'm gonna break this first of all. Okay, let's go on the 15 minute. 4 आवर पे मैं नहीं गया, वो भी हम देख लेते हैं फिलहाल. Currently, from the high time frame period, price comes down. You can take this as the market structure. If price comes to this fair value gap, comes down, take all the liquidity above here before 8:30 opening. And now, where we are, by the way, maybe we have to trail our SL2 break even, because I don't want to take the loss here. By the way, here is the 15 minute FVG, because I have to be real quick, because and then the price comes down. Okay, let me go to the real thought of this trade. I would say less likely, but price is gonna hit immediately. That I love that. I just enter a little bit late. I have to enter here, but now I'm gonna trail myself here with 0.5% risk, and maybe we're gonna catch maybe $200, maybe 256, but I'm gonna good at this point, because on my account, funded account, I just required how much I required? Let me see. I just required 1%. So 1% hit. So I'm closed that trade. But here, of course, this is a paper trading. But of course, this matters. Above this high, I have also looking on the 5 minute time frame. Okay, okay. This law is good, but this is high chance. The reason of that I'm not sure, because let's have a look on the euro dollar. This is the main reason. Because oh sorry, USD. Okay, look at this. This is showing me bullishness. I know this is gonna taken by price, but it's have to go down. But if you look at the daily time frame of this one, then you see what's going on here. You can see on GU, price is in premium right here, and price still here, and price have to come down here. But in this pair, तुम देख सकते हो कि price is already at below 50% of this range, but on GU price is above than 50%. Look at this. I think this should be bearish. because here we also have this fair value gap. Then I directly jump on the 60-minute time frame, and here we have this fair value gap, above fair value gap. We also have upper fair value gap right here. Price comes down from this, and price is also making high and higher lows. This is also disgusting, but let's see, because I think we are not in a pre-discount of any array, and I think price is gonna take in these highs, maybe here. So that's the main reason कि हमारा जो 22 यूरो डॉलर पे वो bullish है, clearly bullish दिख रहा है after 830. If I can put here 830, yes, can you see that? It's already giving more than 15 pips maybe. But let's look on GBP USD. Okay. Yeah, let's have an on dollar index, because I took the stops and same thing. Yeah. Price is above, but price still have to go here. I don't know what the bias I have to have on this pair. Of course, we have a bearish bias on that, and here maybe we have bullish. So let's directly look on the 15-minute time frame. Okay, this is looking bullish. This is looking bullish, but of course, we also have discount. We're in a premium. Can you see these arrays? But let's look what price does after 830. This comes down. Maybe giving us this here. मेरा तो ये है कि दोनों पेड़ अच्छे तरीके से अलाइन नहीं हो रहे जीबीपी के साथ, तो आज मैं ज़्यादा नहीं अलाइन करूँगा. Wow, wow. This is what I expected from this. We already 3%. In just minutes we make it. And once price is gonna hit this, I'm gonna out of the trade. Fuck. Wow. क्या बात. What do we do today? We just sell here, and in minutes we get more than 20 pips, right? And price is going, but I don't care. But okay, let's journal it. क्या बात. I love that.
A plan to go driving on another day when it's not raining. Everything is my fault all the time. I have absolutely not self-responsibility and accountability, which allows me to become as effective as possible when I'm facing my problems. When the enemy, when the problems appear, my Aikido is max level 1000 because I am self-analyzing permanently. Everything I do is self-analysis. One of the things I get asked all the time is how I speak so compendiously, interestingly, and concisely. without making mistakes or going and pausing and being a dummy. It's because I self-analyze. I listen to myself speak. I watch it back. I try and improve my vocabulary. I read the dictionary. I make sure I get very good at trying to get my ideas across to other people and make them understand me. Everything from the way I speak to the way I walk to the things I do to the woman I spend my time with to the friends I hang around with to the businesses I'm involved in. All of it is absolutely and utterly based on complete accountability and self-analysis. So you must self-analyze. If you're watching this, I am imploring you as professional individuals who care about improving their lives. At the end of this live stream, go to corporatecap.com, sign up for the free email list, then build. Get a piece of paper, write down everything in your life you're happy for, everything in your life you're not happy for, understand absolutely all of it is your fault. And once you truly understand that and make a plan to change it, things will begin to change. Nothing good in life happens on accident. You're never going to become rich on accident. This is actually very interesting to tie back into the very first super chat we had here. The guy saying that he tries to educate people in the real world and brokies, they think they know it all and brokies don't want to listen. If you don't want to join the real
I see these things when on the Saturday and Sunday because market is shut. Market is closed on that days. So I trade for that in just minutes. Like how many minutes? 3, 6, 9, 12. In just 12 minutes we made that. Wow, bro, I love it. But I don't care about that. Okay, go on the 1 minute time frame. And you are saying ICT don't work. Okay, wait. I'm gonna let's have a look on account. Of course, this is paper trading, but let's look at order history, balance history. Let's see how many trades we have. By the way, this is yesterday trade. We have break-even trade, and these two trade to 4%, around 4%, and just some dollars left. Just let's say 1% left to have passing the account. This is what it is. I love that. But I also have to journal the dollar index and euro. So let's see the euro position. Euro USD. Oh wow. Look at this. Price don't take that. But I'm gonna take on the 5 minute journaling. But now this makes sense, right? Now this makes sense that this is going down. Now this makes sense. I'm at that time I'm not sure because can you see this whole above ranges, this premium, this premium? This is the main reason. But no worries. Let's have a look on of course dollar index there is going to be an up move. Let's look at this. That's why I trade GU because I'm used to it. Okay, wow. We just close here and price gonna hit all the way down. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna close the stream. This is done for the day. And I'll meet you daily at 6:30. Tomorrow at 6:30. So I'm gonna close this. Stop.